Prepare to enjoy a magical tour of the inner world that will offer far greater riches than anything the outer world can provide. Along the way, you will encounter new levels of insight, self-reflection, self-honesty, and self-discovery. Though be warned, with this knowledge will come both resistance, guaranteed, and the opportunity for higher levels of awareness as the mind is challenged on its current model of the world. Let's get this party started. Turn to part 1. Ultimate self-mastery, know thyself. Now, if you have a look here, you will see, as he gets all of his other things in place. There we are. In this section, which covers the whole of today, you're going to go on a journey of discovery that few people ever take the time or have the courage to embark on. Prepare to enjoy a magical tour of the inner world that will offer far greater riches than anything the outer world can provide. Along the way, you will encounter new levels of insight, self-reflection, self-honesty, and self-discovery. Though be warned, with this knowledge will come both resistance, guaranteed, and the opportunity for higher levels of awareness as the mind is challenged on its current model of the world. Ultimately, however, the journey leads to far deeper levels of fulfillment, joy, and freedom. So, what does that actually mean? Says he, going to the slides.
It means buckle your...
Nope. That's what it means. Oh, there we are. We have.
It means buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
Yes, how many people feel they're trapped in a little bit of a matrix? Okay, we are going to be getting through that, I promise. So, let's start. Are you ready? Yeah. Oh, I need better than that. Are you ready? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Live stream, are you ready? Yeah. Wow, I heard them. That was impressive. Okay, so please turn to page number 3. Develop an empowering psychology. Right? Your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development because success is something you attract by the person you become, the late, great Jim Rohn. Now, essentially what he's saying here is that mindset is everything. The challenge is that most people have been seduced into a world where they think skill set is everything. Why do you think that is? That's what you were told at school. That's how you were rewarded as a young kid growing up. You got to get your grades, got to get your exam. And of course, that was reinforced by a parental model where parents are judging their own sense of self-worth by the grades their kids get, correct? And therefore, you have a double layer of psychology that is put on in terms of pressure, that you're not good enough if you don't get approval, you don't get to be proud, or as a parent, you don't get validated. So we think that, the more I learn, the more happy, successful, and fulfilled I will be. Question, how's it working for you? See, what we weren't taught at school is mindset. We weren't taught how to get up in the morning, happy or unhappy. We weren't taught what happens when we deal with rejection. We weren't taught strategies for being able to make use of this thing up here. Is it any wonder we're in the shape that we're in for most of the planet? But mindset is everything. So what is success? Essentially, 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. Most people struggle in life because they put the focus on the mechanics and not enough on the psychology. How many people agree with that, by the way? Yeah. Which comes down to the ultimate resource. The ultimate resource is not a winning lottery ticket. The ultimate resource is not more certificates on the wall where you're seeking certainty in order to get fulfillment. The ultimate resource is not having access to credit. It's not having the best business partner. It's not having the best business idea. All of those can be useful at certain stages, can also be destructive at certain stages. But the ultimate resource is resourcefulness. When we realize that there isn't one challenge that we could put out there in business or life that somebody hasn't been able to solve in a way that other people lose their breath. The challenge, we have been taught to look for external resources, and if we don't have them, I don't have the money. We'll blow that one away tomorrow. Yeah. I don't have the enough ideas. Yeah, not true. Yeah. I just don't have the time. Yeah, we'll blow that away tomorrow as well. Right? So when we realize that the ultimate resource is resourcefulness, it's the internal game. And that's what you're going to be learning a lot of strategies about over the next 3 days. So that at no point will you ever be stopped by the negative self-talk that is disguising itself as constructive when it says, I don't have the money for that. No, I haven't got the time for that. I'm not good enough for that. I don't have the experience for that. All BS. Yeah, well, absolute belief system, right? That it's not going to actually show up and really contribute to where you're going. So while there's a lot of information that we're going to be going through, I want to set a frame. And that frame is going to explain to some of you why a lot of people know stuff and don't change. Why a lot of people spend a lot of time and money to learn stuff, but don't do stuff. I mean, how many people here know somebody that could lose 5 pounds in weight, as an example, right? Now, question, do you have to go to night school for 3 years and take an exam to know how to lose 5 pounds? No. As Lars says, you go on YouTube these days and learn pretty much anything. So why are there issues? See, it's not knowing what to do. That's not an issue. It's not knowing what to do. It's that you don't do what you know. So what stops us from doing that? Well, this frame is going to explain that for a few people because there are essentially 3 stages of learning. I'm going to be referring to this as we go through the next 3 days. The first stage is what everybody gets to. And that's what we call stage 1, basic comprehension. Page 3 in the book, basic comprehension. Basic comprehension essentially means you understand it. If you speak English and I'm speaking English, even though I'm on 1.5 speed, then there is a transference of understanding. What I'm saying makes sense, which luckily means nothing. It's absolutely nothing. That's why people go to a class and they think that by going to the class, they'll change. By going to the event, by taking the notes, by passing the exam, by getting the certificate, then everything will be good. No, it won't. What it means is you've graduated level 1. Right? So write down, what is an example of something that you know, but you don't do? Ooh. Think right now. Live stream, feel free to type an example in. What is an example of something that you know, but you don't do? Because you haven't got anything else to learn. You understand it. You know you really should do it, but you don't do it. Have we all got something we can write? Okay, any saints in the room? Didn't think so. Right.